What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the No Fun League, which 100% holds true to its name today. If anybody watched the game between the U.S. and Uruguay today, it was a complete and utter shit show on many, many levels. And as y'all heard from the fans in the beginning of this video, fire Greg Berhalter right now. Do not let him get on a plane from Kansas City to go wherever. Don't let him go on vacation. Don't let him do anything. He should be out of a job as he leaves the locker room today. It was embarrassing. You had one shot on target into the 85th minute of essentially a knockout game. And as someone that roots for Germany at major tournaments, I know what this is like. And I did not expect this in a group with Bolivia and Panama in it. You couldn't beat Panama. You could not do anything against Uruguay. And you played decent against Bolivia, a team that will finish this with a -9 goal differential. That's who you are closer to in points at this tournament that you're hosting. Bolivia. Not Uruguay, not Brazil, not Colombia, Bolivia. And that's after this is the best talent that the United States of America has ever had in soccer or football or whatever you call it. Christian Pulisic, Weston McKennie, Adams, I'm blanking on the name right now. They're all so... Tyler Adams, sorry about that. They're all so good. They're all, extremely talented soccer players. Talented enough that this is, probably the most, European club players that we've ever had on the U.S. national team. And they couldn't do anything. Now, the officiating is a separate issue. The officiating did not determine this game. It did not determine the outcome. Well, it did, but the United States didn't play well enough to use that as an excuse. That goal that Uruguay got was offsides. It should not have counted. It should have been a draw. Even then, the U.S. needed a goal, so it doesn't really matter. But in the first half, we had the ref take out a yellow card and let the play continue, and Uruguay almost scored. That goal would have counted. We had countless incidents where penalties should have, or not penalties, but fouls should have been given to Uruguay that were not given. U.S. players were tossed to the ground like nothing, and play just kept going. Multiple times. That goal was offsides. I don't care what technology it is, it doesn't count. Then when we talk to the presentation of the game, Fox already sucks. Fox should not be allowed to host U.S. soccer or any soccer tournaments ever again. You sell out games from the Euros to Fubo and everything like that. There'll be another rant coming about that. But the camera angle, which they were very adamant wasn't their fault, was awful in the beginning. It looked like you were watching that shit from Mars. You couldn't see anything. Maybe that's what the VAR guys were looking at for the offsides. And, I don't know whose fault that is, but that person should be out of a job too. And the player performances throughout the tournament, not the best, but they were also dealing with injuries. They were getting beat up consistently, especially in this game. And, our goalie's hurt. Tim Weah's out because of a stupid red card that he took at the beginning of the Panama game, which led to that loss. And it's just a complete and utter embarrassment, as the thumbnail says. That's not clickbait or anything. This is a awful embarrassment for our country when it comes to the sport of soccer, where we should be improving when our best player has been playing internationally for clubs since the last decade, since I was in 7th grade. I was 14, now I'm about to turn 23 this year. He's been playing internationally. You have him. You have so many other international players. Your goalie is from, your goalie hangs out with Aaron Ramsdale at Arsenal. Or David Raya, whoever's there right now. What are you doing? Why don't you have a plan? Why does it look like they're just, you're just trying to be like, okay, you're pretty talented, just see what you can do. There's no plan. You look at Spain play. You look at Germany play. Even France, who haven't even scored a goal yet by themselves this tournament. They at least have a somewhat plan of attack. Even when, in France's case, it's to not attack, even though you have Mbappe. That's a separate story. But it's just a complete and utter pathetic shit show that the U.S. gave. It is Greg Berhalter's fault, but at the end of the day, he still has that job because his older brother is a integral part of the U.S. Soccer Federation. They should both be kicked out. You have 2 years before the World Cup is hosted in this country, before the final is at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. Find an actual coach. Find someone that is not American. Jurgen Klinsmann did a much better job in this instance and got fired. Find someone that's actually good at this job. Find someone that looks like they care about this job and aren't, sitting on the bench looking at a laptop. I wonder what he's looking at. Maybe you should check his search history to see what he was doing during the game, because it most definitely wasn't, planning to win the game. And, figure it out, because 2026 is probably the last time we have peak Pulisic, peak all of these guys that are getting older. Who knows if Tim Ream is going to be there? He was our best player today. Who knows what's going to happen with him and some of the other guys, but it's not a golden generation because, as whoever the commentator was, they haven't done shit yet, but this is the best talent that the United States has had in soccer in a really long time, maybe ever, and they're wasting it because of politics and friendship and whatever else. And it is disheartening to watch as a fan, and it is just shameful to waste players' careers like this. But there's my mini rant. Thank you guys for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're a soccer fan, let me know what y'all think they should do from here on out. Peace.